Okay. Hello, everyone. So sorry. We are back again for my weekly Lunch and Learn, where each and every week I am here with a new topic to help you elevate your mindset, be at your best, and radically expand your life and business. And I am so excited about today's topic because we're talking about something really simple and extremely powerful that can make a huge difference to you, to your family, and to the lives of those that you touch. And so I'm going to share 4 keys that are essential for you to have a rich and fulfilling and truly abundant life. So, if you've had a good start to the new year, but you know it could be better. Maybe you have a good life overall, but you just know it could be better. And you feel like you're in this comfortably uncomfortable place. Maybe you want a little bit more adventure. Maybe you want to have a lot more courage. Maybe you want fulfillment and a sense of satisfaction. If you can resonate with any of that, today is for you. Now, some of you know me, some of you don't. I just want to introduce myself real quick. I'm Larisa Makuch, author of Stop Procrastinating Your Life Away, Master Results Coach, and CEO of Abundance Academy, where we work with professional women ready for their next level of success. And we help them intentionally design their lives and businesses and truly claim the clarity they've been looking for so they can make their dreams come true in a way that feels right. So tell me where you're coming in from. If you're tuning in by replay, type in replay in the chat. And if it's your first time here, type in first time in the chat because I truly thank you for being here and I appreciate your presence. Now, this morning I held a success call with my clients, and one of my clients said something interesting. She was on a call with her team the previous day, and she's like, they were all just like so motivated with the New Year's hurrah, let's get everything done and let's get into the zone and let's just do everything all at once. And while she admired their ambition, I think it's good to be ambitious. She thought so too. Her initial thought was, how interesting. Don't you realize there's still another 11 months of the year? And sometimes we put blinders on, right? We put blinders on. And this client is very successful, very motivated, and she loves to have some of these deadlines and these high energy team challenges. However, when you have blinders on, you forget to look at the big picture. And one of the things she's learned is to keep moving forward and stay focused, but also to have patience for the big things, for the savory things, for a full integration to come through. And her level of awareness and her level of integration in business since working with us has just magnified exponentially. She's able to do more with less effort, right? Get more done with less effort. Who doesn't want that? And spend more of her days in an enjoyable way because she's constantly clarifying and acting on her true desires in an aligned way. And do her children suffer? Because when mama's happy, her kids are happy. Does her husband suffer? Because when she's happy, she is in such a much better spirit with her husband and communicates with him in a beautiful way, and they can work and move forward in their lives together. When she's happy, her business thrives. And so the more we really start tuning into ourselves, this client, she decided not to settle. And she feels really good about it. She doesn't have the guilt card. She doesn't play the guilt card. But the more you start tuning into yourself, the more you get a chance to thrive just like her. So I want you to ask yourself, do you want to feel more aligned in your life than you ever have before? Maybe to experience more harmony and balance in a way that resonates with you. Could you imagine just feeling invigorated, calm, and centered at the same time? Because that's exactly what today is about. We are talking about abundance. We're talking about abundance. And abundance is a very large quantity of something. It is about having extreme plenty or over sufficient quantity or supply. Okay. So abundance is about lots, having lots. So think of the grains of sand on the beach. blades of grass on your front lawn, leaves in the trees, leaves, even just how many leaves are there when you go for a walk in the park? Think of the little animals and creatures and even the tiny little bugs that live in that nature, in the ground, in the trees, and in all aspects of that. God created abundance all around us. And I think nature is just a beautiful example of that. However, God, He wants us to live our most abundant and plentiful lives in all aspects as well. There's a book, if you have not read it, this is, there's many different covers out there available on Amazon, but this is called Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And this is a classic book. And what he says right at the beginning is abundance is your birthright. And if you don't have the abundance you desire, you simply don't know how to apply the natural laws that make it available to us. Abundance is free. Abundance is available. However, you do need to start working with your mind and working with your energy in order to invite it in. Now, we work with these laws every day at Abundance Academy in our programming because it's so important to use them as the basis of what you do. You're working with these laws, whether you're aware of it or not. So even if you don't know if you're using the laws, I guarantee you are. You just may not have that level of awareness. So we bring these things into our awareness so we can make better choices. Now, today we're not going to be getting into these laws, but something that's a beautiful framework, an essential foundational element for your most rich and fulfilling life is what we're talking about. And these laws integrate into these 4 pillars. And so what I want to do is I want to show you a model. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's see if I could share a screen. Okay. Please let me know if you can see this. Share. Fingers crossed. So if you're tuning in and you can see this, let me know because I can't see on my screen if you can if you can actually see. Unable to access screen sharing. Okay, sorry. I'm not sure why that is. All right, so you can't see my screen. So we'll do it old school. I will use my tablet. And next time maybe I'll draw it on something bigger or figure out how to do the screen share on this device. But basically, when it comes to your house of abundance, and I'm doing this live, so don't judge me for my scribbles, okay? You got 4 pillars that hold your house up, and they stand on a pretty sturdy foundation. And then you've got a roof to keep all the rain and the weather out and to seal the house in. So these pillars, okay, the first pillar is health. Wow, I'm writing sideways. That's pretty good. Okay, first pillar is health. Okay, and when you have good health, okay, health is such an essential element because without health, you have nothing. And so often we see people that have a lot of money, maybe they're making a difference in the business world, but their health deteriorates. They can't use their money, they can't enjoy their money, and they can't even be there for their friends or family or for the things that they want and choose to do. So health is an essential foundational pillar that's required by everyone if you truly want a rich and fulfilling life, because without it, good luck playing with your grandkids. Good luck doing what it is that you want to do. Okay, so health is crucial. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Megan. Nice to see you here. Okay, second pillar is wealth. Okay, second pillar is wealth. Wealth as in money, not just wealthy thoughts, wealthy energy. Wealth is the accelerator. When you have money, when you have wealth, you have access to resources and you can buy your way into many opportunities. You can start streamlining your process and it just helps you move further, faster, and often with more fun. Okay. Wealth gives you choice. Third pillar Okay. Third pillar, relationships. Okay. Relationships are absolutely key. And relationships bring you joy, they bring you fulfillment in life, and they allow you to express love, and they allow you to feel love. They allow you to be valued. They allow you to create more meaning in your life. They bring a big sense of purpose to so many people. And so relationships are absolutely crucial. Having beautiful relationships with your friends, your family, your coworkers, those around you, community is critical. So often your health, right? Your physical health is dramatically positively impacted when you do have a sense of community. So these pillars, they relate and they interrelate with one another. And then the last pillar is contribution. Okay, contribution. I wrote it before. I don't think I could write those words sideways. Okay. So last pillar is contribution. That might mean your career. That might mean a charitable cause. That might mean you being the person that supports your family and cooks meals for them every day, or is just there as a caregiver. However you choose to contribute is absolutely up to you. But what's important and what will make you feel, what does make you feel alive, is having something beyond just eating, sleeping, and moving, having something that you can do to make a difference in the world. And so when you do that, it brings a high sense of purpose. It allows you to express your God-given gifts and truly make the world a better place. And so when it comes to this is like your house is, or your life is like a house, and your house will be a different size, a different shape, a different color, a different energy from everyone else's, because it has the flavor of you. But if you want it to stay upright, you've got to have these pillars working together. You've got to have a good framework. Now, what happens is often one or two of these areas work well, and then the rest tend to suffer, or we might want to bury our head in the sand for some of the others. And it's very typical, but you can't ever fully focus on these 100%. However, what you can do is keep checking in on all four and start making intentional decisions to truly be aligned in all aspects. And when one of these areas starts to wobble, you take the steps to correct. You take the steps to course correct. And that way your house can stay intact. If you don't have a desire to thrive in one of these areas, okay, you want to get a level of competence. Maybe wealth building is not an area you feel exceptionally competent in. You're like, I don't like it. I'm afraid of it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's complicated. Well, if you don't actually develop a level of competence in the area of wealth, you're never gonna have it. So it's absolutely critical that you develop a level of competence in all areas. And the next level after that, the next step after that, is mastery. So, and I think along with competence comes respect. There's also respect, right? When you have respect for these areas, they will have respect for you and they will support you, and the systems and structures around them will support you throughout your life. So you've got to decide what is important for you. Okay. In each of these areas, you get to decide what's most important to you. If you want to have a truly rich and fulfilling life, nobody else is going to choose for you. And I know a lot of women, they tend to think, what does my family want? What did my mom want? I know I used to do things to be a good girl, to have the dream life I thought I was supposed to have. And that was not what I was designed for. That was not what I was built for. And so for me to go against the grain was very, very difficult. And to truly come up with that picture of a life that I wanted so I could live it by design was a huge growth opportunity for me. Now, it sounds really simple to uncover what you want. And for some people, it is. I'd say for most, it's not as straightforward because it's not something we tend to do in school. And I remember I started a training program a coaching program right after I had my son, and I was asked to create a life's vision. And I had done a lot of personal growth work. I'd done a lot of goal setting. I'd done a lot of goal achieving prior to that. However, I'd never truly had a vision of my life and one that I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. I had no clue what I wanted. I just knew I wanted more. And I remember it was really demoralizing and debilitating because I finally had come to the point where I realized you need a big vision so that your goals can be aligned and intentional. I was good at setting goals. They weren't all aligned and intentional. And so I would just check a lot of things off the list and keep myself really, really busy. I think a lot of people can relate to that. You're successful. Everyone sees you as successful, but you're like, yeah, I'm just busy. Where am I actually going and what am I actually doing? And so what I did is I started searching for different frameworks or models or ways that I could feel really, truly empowered with this process and not second guess myself left, right, and center. And I stumbled upon a beautiful process that I found and worked with myself and expanded on myself. And I started sharing it with clients. I started sharing it with our community members, and I've shared it with hundreds of people already. And I've had people come back to go through this process together with me 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's called the vision expansion process. And what's really beautiful is it shows you how to live or what life you actually desire. And you create that big vision in a natural, organic, and authentic way because your vision evolves as you do. And the thing is, even if you've done it once, 6 months or a year later, you know what's going to happen is things are going to change or shift in your life, and it's time for an upgrade. You've got to keep upgrading yourself and your life and your vision. And so this is why people keep coming back. At first, you might not even know what it is, but then you got to keep upgrading it. And so if this is something you're interested in, what I'm doing for the very first time ever is I am changing the format of this workshop that I used to run. And we are going to take an even more comprehensive approach. This is something I've actually been like working on in the background for probably the better part of a year. And we're finally doing it a little bit differently. I got the wave of inspiration and so blessed I did. But what we're going to do is offer the vision expansion experience to our community absolutely free. And so this is where you get to create your vision for your most rich and fulfilling life, where you get to have your pillars of abundance and not just create the big vision, but really take the nuances that are your next best step for the rest of this year and the immediate future. So it's kicking off on Monday, January 27th. If you want to join, it's going to be an hour a day, and we're going to go Monday to Tuesday afterwards. So 9 days. And the reason for that, you might be going, oh my gosh, like, why are we doing this for 9 days? Like, how could I do that? Well, I used to lock people in a Zoom room for many, many, many hours at once because I knew if they didn't make the commitment, they would never do it. And what I found is at some point you start going starry-eyed. And so I want to give you the chance to take a bite of this and then let it settle into your body. Take another bite of this, let it settle into your body. Take another bite of this, let it settle into your body. And this is something that we did with clients in behind the scenes. And that was a really good and successful process because there was a time to integrate it as you go along. So you're going to be able to, in this workshop, create your life's vision and truly allow it to integrate into your body. I'm going to give you many beautiful special gifts, but one of them being I'm going to walk you through some processes that don't just take it in the head, but allow it to move into the heart. They say your conscious mind is a goal setter, your unconscious mind is a goal getter. And I'm going to show you how to program that unconscious mind so this beautiful dream can absolutely become a bright and vivid reality. Because when it does, your life is going to look beautiful. So these 4 keys that you absolutely need to pay attention to are health, wealth, relationships, contribution. And when you have the mindset, the foundation of a truly rich and abundant life, and you build those pillars up on it, you move forward with purpose, you don't even recognize what happens to you and your life. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. If you want to join this process, if you want to join us in the Vision Expansion Experience, just mention vision in the chat, and my team or I will make sure that you can get a link to register. And it's going to be absolutely fabulous. I'm so excited. My team is really excited to share this experience with you and share this in a way that has never been done before, because you deserve all of the secret desires you have. You deserve all of the desires you've stated and haven't achieved yet. You deserve the best and more, with a cherry on top. So have yourself a beautiful day. If you want to join us for the Vision Expansion Experience, it's an hour a day, noon each day. If you can't make it live, we will have replays available, which is also absolutely beautiful. You are going to be able to go deeper on yourself, your vision, your mission, and truly align the rest of this year in an organic way. So you're not living your life by default, so you're living it by design. Okay. So can't wait to see you there. And thank you for joining me. I will see you again next week. Bye for now.